Guys, hello. Welcome to my world of programming. My name is Tumitati. We're gonna do part three according to our agenda. This begged for part three. Like, trust me, it's not me. It begged for part three because there's so much. The thing is, so we're still busy with the Net Maui. It's my mobile app. License any tips. Right now, it's currently in production. You'll find the Android version of this app on Google Play Store and the iOS version of this app on Apple Store. The thing is, I keep on coming with the topics to talk about so that I can show you how I've gone about building my application on my system in general, right? From database, web API, MVC, and so forth. But I cannot show you everything. At least if you see a code like this, I try my best to show you why I had this, why I decided to have this code, what was the thinking, logic, and the process behind it, and what bugs did that occur. So this part 3 will specifically address that issue of a potential bug. And I would like to tell you something. I like to tamper with people's applications. I don't do that on websites anymore because I feel like it's waste of my time. But mobile apps, my phone does not have a typical apps. If I have an app, I try to see if the developers have thought of a potential bug. In my case, I break my application. I try to think like any other random user who might do something. For example, I'm inside my app right now. We're still talking about the base indicator. Remember, this is a menu, right? This guy should not be accessible if we are losing connectivity. I made the call and I'll tell you why. That's number one. Number two, these guys, they should not be accessible. Do you understand? This bottom tabs bar, they should not be accessible. Another thing that's critical that I want to show you, just give this guy a second. You see, even right now, you see they're grayed out. Why do you think why they're grayed out? You don't even see that guy. Why do you think why is that? Because currently it's taking a while. Do you see that? That's the reason why. Now you see the menu, it's back. And now you see I can now access and click these other items at the bottom. That was a decision that I made behind the scenes, and it's a powerful decision that I made. And one of the other reason, it's because the request that I am sending via the service is taking the request all the way to the web API, aka backend, aka web service, aka RESTful service. That guy, of which I do have it, it will further take the request and say, database, somebody wants this information. Tell me if you have the information. Whether or not there's information that I'm requesting from database is going to come back via web API. Web API will then tell the service. Service will then tell me. That might take a while. For example, I'm streaming this background music right now. I have other devices connecting to my network, right? So sometimes it'll take a while. So that's the reason why. I'm going to hit refresh. I want you to note this guy and these guys, and I'm going to try to click the refresh while it's loading. I'm clicking refresh now. And again, I can't do it because this guy has been disabled. Oh, well, it knows what to do. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Like right now, it did take a while. And by the way, the results have been, reorganized randomly. So, but the idea was it's something that I'm disabling. So even if we are losing connectivity, of which I'm going to cause this guy to lose connectivity, I want you to see what happens. So firstly, let's scroll all the way up. I hope you understand the constructor, this guy. If network access, it's not internet, we are calling the first method called show no connectivity found. And I am passing in an integer message type, which is 1. So let's quickly go to this method. This method will disable, right? Or rather will trigger the connectivity to show, right? And it will say, because we don't have connectivity, it should be red. This will be the message. You'll see that in a second. But then there is another helper method called disable and hide controls. It's a helper method. Let me quickly scroll to it. This one. Now, main thread, right? Main thread. The main thread class allows applications to run code on the main thread of execution and to determine if a particular block of code is currently running on the main thread or not, right? So I need to run this guy on the main thread. So one of the things is nav bar. Navigation bar is this guy, right? If there's any, remember this is a global method that can be reused by multiple pages. If there's any navigation bar, we need to make it disappear. That means don't show the nav bar if any. Disable the shell fly out, this guy. If I click here, there's a shell fly out, and we've covered this video. We made a video on it. Please go and watch the video. Okay, this one I'm saying shell current fly out behavior is going to be disabled. And then I'm saying disable all the shell bottom tabs. These guys. And I'm excited about this. Weak reference messenger. This is a powerful messaging system inside .NET Maui. I'll make a video on this one. Just know that I'm going to make a video. That's how good I am. Good. All right. But what happens if we did find the connectivity? This one, show connectivity found. Let me scroll all the way up so I can show you where that guy is being called. Here it is. Else if network access is internet, we are calling that method show connectivity found, right? Let's quickly go to it. So this guy prevents the connectivity view from appearing twice. So we're gonna show it, but with the color that's green. I'm gonna say internet connection found, right, with the message. There we go. The color is gonna be green. We're gonna delay for 5 seconds, and then we're gonna dismiss it. And then we're gonna enable and show controls. So let me show you that method. This one again on the main thread, it's identical to disabling and hiding. This one is enable and show controls. Show nav bar if any, right? True. Enable the shell fly out, shell current fly out. It's gonna be fly out. I want you to watch this guy. And enable all the shell bottom tabs, which gonna be these ones at the bottom, right? Because right now I can interact with them. Right, so another thing that I want to show, okay, this is home page. Let's go back to that guy. See, I can interact with them. This guy, I said, because users, end users are people that I love them. Like I said, I like to tamper with people's applications. Sometimes when something is busy indicating, users want to go outside, click back, do some things. I prevent stuff like that. Let me show you with this page quickly. Trending page, customers, trending page, code behind. Okay, number one, this guy, you cannot go back. You cannot click back button, but I wanted that one. So it's a view model, customers, trending. So I don't want it. This one, show set face. Now this refresh. Do you see this refresh? Guess what? It says if connectivity is visible, it's false, and busy indicator is false. Only allow that to be clicked. You see how powerful it is, because I don't want, when that is happening, the users to keep on tampering with the rest of the application's functionality. I'm about to show that right now, right, as the last thing. Again, I can teach you all of this if you're interested or know somebody who might be interested for 25 Rand per session for a full hour, any day from Monday to Friday, from 8 p.m. until 9 p.m. However, if you do have time during the course of the day, you can just ping me and I'll check if I'm clear for that time, and then I will show you this, because this is a powerful thing. .NET Maui is a fantastic framework for mobile and desktop applications. It's powerful. Then let me show you what I'm talking about. My Wi-Fi, I'm on turn off. Apologies for the name of the Wi-Fi. Off. You see, I can't click this. I can't, you see, I can click, but I cannot request data. Does that make sense? All right, so that's what I wanted to show you guys. I hope you've loved it. And so, yeah, until next time.